Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to really apologize to my supporters in this channel because of the video that I uploaded yesterday concerning the NARC Kenya party leader, Martha Karua. That particular video, if you have already watched, you noticed that it was poorly edited. But I realized all about this a few hours after I had already uploaded that video. But don't worry, because I will still edit that video properly and I will upload again on Wednesday or on Thursday this week, because we still have got a lot more to talk about. Remember that what we always do in this channel, I always do videos concerning the current political trends so that you can be well updated, and I don't want you to be left behind. That video is performing very well, but I really regret on the mistakes that I did. So thank you so much for your understanding. Now let us proceed in today's analysis. Let me begin by asking you a very simple question. When last did you see the Roots Party leader, George Luchiri Wajakoya, in the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance? George Wajakoya is no longer in the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. The question here is, why? So let me explain to you how the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, initiated or was directly involved in the removal of George Wajakoya from the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. And this comes immediately after Raila Odinga's official exit from AZIMIO to support President William Ruto's broad-based government. So how exactly is Raila Odinga's exit from AZIMIO connected to George Wajakoya's removal from the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance? I want to explain to you the deeper details about all these issues, because Uhuru Kenyatta's real mission in AZIMIO is to clean the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, to restructure the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance ahead of the 2027 general elections. Uhuru Kenyatta restructuring AZIMIO simply means removing some leaders in AZIMIO who, in my considered opinion, they add no value at all in the AZIMIO la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. And remember that Uhuru Kenyatta is so keen in the AZIMIO coalition because Uhuru still wants to play a critical role in the 2027 general elections. So basically here, Uhuru Kenyatta needs new faces, new leaders, new energy in AZIMIO. And this is what Uhuru Kenyatta said before. AZIMIO is a house that we all built. We want to clean that house instead of building another house. And the only way to clean it is to ensure that if there is anybody, if there is any leader who wants to be in the government, let them go. So currently, George Luchiri Wajakoya is stranded because George Wajakoya is not in the opposition, and also George Wajakoya cannot follow Raila Odinga to join President William Ruto's government. And that is why recently George Wajakoya was very angry, and he confronted both William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga with a very strong message. This is what George Wajakoya, who was very angry, told President William Ruto in his statement. He said that, I have been offered to be a minister by William Ruto. Walinipigia simu juzi. Nimeambia William Ruto, pack your position, give to whoever wants it, and go to hell with it. I don't give a damn. So from that statement alone, you can clearly tell that Wajakoya is extremely bitter. But of course, this is just a political statement because Wajakoya basically wanted to excite his supporters, his fans across the country. That tone used by Wajakoya, you cannot tell me that it is exactly what he told President William Ruto. And I want to assure you 100% that President William Ruto did not approach George Wajakoya with any job opportunity in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance government. If Ruto had approached Wajakoya to offer him a job in his government, Wajakoya would have taken that particular job. Because remember that politics is all about interest. And you cannot tell me that Wajakoya can refuse, can reject Ruto's offer. Wajakoya is just the same as any other politician here in Kenya. So you cannot reject it. Also, this is exactly what Wajakoya told Raila Amolo Odinga. You have to stand like a man. If we all get into the government, who will be the opposition leader? So you can clearly tell that Wajakoya is also opposing Raila Odinga's move to join William Ruto's government because he is left in the cold. So let me explain to you the shocking details of what really happened to George Luchiri Wajakoya in the AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance immediately after Raila Amolo Odinga left. But of course, before I give you the factual details, in case you are here for the first time and you haven't subscribed to this channel, for you to be able to be receiving more political updates from this channel like the one that I'm currently doing here, I want you to take only 1 second or 2 and hit the subscribe button down below. You can also give this video a like. If you do that, YouTube will then automatically recommend this video in particular and this entire channel to reach out to more people. That is exactly how we can improve this channel to grow. Thank you so much for your support. Now let us proceed. And I want you to follow this analysis to the end so that you can understand what exactly we are talking about in this channel. And I want us to begin right from here. Immediately after the previous 2022 general elections, President William Samoei Ruto appointed Wahiga Mwaure. Do you still remember Wahiga Mwaure, who was actually one of the presidential candidates? So Ruto appointed Mwaure in his government as the chairman of the board of trustees in the National Environment Trust Fund. Raila Odinga settled in the opposition. So George Wajakoya was left in the cold. Raila Amolo Odinga had to look for George Wajakoya. He approached Wajakoya and requested him to join the AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance coalition. Because during that particular time, the entire AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance was facing severe political defections. So basically, the reason as to why Wajakoya, or the reason as to why Raila Odinga really needed Wajakoya in AZIMIO, it is because Raila Odinga wanted Wajakoya to strengthen the opposition, to strengthen the AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance. So the main reason as to why you don't see Wajakoya anymore in AZIMIO, the main reason as to why Wajakoya was removed it is because the person who brought Wajakoya to AZIMIO, who was actually Raila Amolo Odinga, left AZIMIO. That is how the connection of Raila Odinga's exit from AZIMIO, Wajakoya found himself to being the victim. So it turns out that, number one, Wajakoya was no longer receiving anymore the political updates of the political events from the AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance. The person who usually distributed the information, the political updates of AZIMIO to the members, it was none other than Raila Amolo Odinga. Because Raila Odinga was actually the AZIMIO coalition leader. So once Raila Odinga left, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's handlers, Uhuru Kenyatta's allies who took over that particular role, were not updating Wajakoya on what exactly is going on within the AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance. So basically, Wajakoya was left in the dark. And remember that the political updates that Uhuru Kenyatta's handlers distributed came directly as order from above, from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta himself. Remember that Uhuru Kenyatta is still the AZIMIO La Umoja Coalition Council chairman. So the connection between Wajakoya and Uhuru Kenyatta's allies failed terribly. That is how Wajakoya saw that akufukuzae akuambi toka. That is how Wajakoya left AZIMIO. Number two, it also turns out that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's allies, close political allies like Jeremiah Kioni, leaders like Peter Munya, including Martha Karua, isolated George Luchiri Wajakoya in the AZIMIO La Umoja One Kenya Alliance. One thing that I really want you to understand is that when Wajakoya joined AZIMIO, when he was approached by Raila Odinga, Wajakoya did not sign any official document to be part of AZIMIO as the official member. Because the leaders in AZIMIO and the affiliated parties within AZIMIO were registered officially to be part of AZIMIO. But Wajakoya just joined because of Raila Amolo Odinga. And there is no any official document, written agreement between Wajakoya and AZIMIO. So, Wajakoya did not associate very well with the leaders in AZIMIO. And finally, let me ask you, have you ever seen George Luchiri Wajakoya having met with the former head of state Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? The truth of the matter here is that George Wajakoya has never, ever met with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. This is actually very strange, considering the fact that the owner of AZIMIO coalition, it is actually Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru is AZIMIO Council chairman, but he has never met with George Luchiri Wajakoya. So basically, you can clearly tell that Wajakoya's reception in AZIMIO was not that good. He received a very cold reception. But one thing that I would really want to appreciate Wajakoya in AZIMIO is that he remained loyal to AZIMIO. He remained loyal to Raila Amolo Odinga during his moment in the AZIMIO. That is why Raila Odinga would call for demonstrations, the street protest, to oppose Ruto's government. And there is no any political event that Wajakoya missed. So he remained loyal to the opposition, to Raila Odinga, and he did his opposition job very well. So I want us to wait and see the next political move by George Luchiri Wajakoya. Now that he has been left stranded, he is not in the opposition, he is not in AZIMIO, he cannot follow Raila Odinga to join William Ruto's government. What next for George Wajakoya? Please stay tuned for more political updates. Thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe for more political updates like this one. Let me see you again in my next video analysis. Remember, my name is Jason. Bye-bye and have a good day. Thank you.